Coach, these fans have waited for this moment for decades, but playoff football has come to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Oakland Raiders and the Cleveland Browns. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are.
And the pressure gets to him again. Olivier Vernon, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
6:37. 53 at the mic. I got you, punk.
Carr now to throw. And that will be incomplete. T.J. Carey right there in coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Mayfield, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this will be taken at the 13. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
25, check 25, check 25.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep it with Crowell on first. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Jacobs. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Rush in! Rush in! Rush in!
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out.
180! Mike, 55!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. That's taken on the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Carr. The pass complete to Ryan Graham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Let's put him on the buses. Kill. Mike, hey, wahoo! Mike, pick it up, guys, pick it up. 53 to Mike, 53, check 53.
To throw his Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback. And figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 60 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Raiders take over 2nd and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sheldon Richardson busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. You're mine. 53, Bravo. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. That's it.
Here's Carr. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Oakland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round Weekend. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Browns have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they fall
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mayfield, they'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Mayfield to throw it. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield now. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 23.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Second and 5 now. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They run with Washington. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second and 14. Carr got an open man. It's Washington. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Olivier Vernon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now Landry. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Mayfield looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Taylor, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger, there on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They run again with Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. On first down, Richard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the...
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Ryan Grant, 36 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. Pushes over it.
Now, that's just not right.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ain't no such thing. King. Check three.
Mayfield on first down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Throwing, Mayfield. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Clelin Ferrell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 22 yards there, a first down.
Number 53, Mike 53. You better be afraid of
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. It's caught, Beckham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the run, this is Hunt. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
We got this.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to
Seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty
come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there,
Up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
and when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Derek Carrier, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Throwing again. Carr. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st down, Raiders.
From midfield, here's Carr. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Raider first down, 17 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Carr completes it, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 13 yards out. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They'll run again with Hunt. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hunt, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I'm on. Switch.
Here's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
It's just me and you.
On first down, it's Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.